could be an effective split pusher, and also can help pick off a target really easily when paired together with Kaja. But if he does go down that route, I reckon, Astra's side is looking a bit squishy.
Astra's side, if they were to pick the Benedetta, it would be squishy. So in fact, I would much rather to have them picking up a Yuzhong instead. They do have a lack of wave clear capabilities, with only a Novaria that is really capable of clearing up the wave.
Ooh.
But Evil did manage to pick up the Yuzhong for themselves instead. I was actually looking forward to seeing a little, probably like an Alert or Khalid being picked up onto the side of Evil instead. But perhaps they already knew the caveat for Asterisk. They have decided to pick up a Yuzhong for themselves.
Yeah, I think that was a really good pick for Evil, because the thing is that if Evil has Yuzhong, Asterisk can't play Yuzhong, right? So in this case, into Yuzhong, can we expect to see like a Thamos maybe?
Definitely someone with crowd control. Terizla might be the case. We would want to see a penalty zone that is able to disrupt at least a Nathan or the Valentina, because Asterisk, the only form of reliable crowd control would be the Divine Judgment. Lapu Lapu does manage to come in as well when it comes down to his second skill. He does have a pretty short stun. I would say it's an okay stun, but I think it's fine. But Carmilla though.
Yeah, man, that's a huge question mark for me as well. Have you seen people trying to experiment with Camilla going into the last week of MPL SG Season 7, but haven't had much success. 50% win rate, only with 8 times being picked.
I can see why they have decided to go for the Camilla. It really boils down to making Fredrin work against his own team, right? As long as the Curse of Blood is just tethered onto Fredrin, whoever that's close, very likely is going to be Yuzhong as well as Valentina. They're pretty much going to be tethered together with the Curse of Blood, make things a lot easier for their team to actually whip out all the damage that they could with the help of Novaria and Carry. And Kaja, especially when you have the Divine Judgment and the Curse of Blood onto the Flat Fredrin, I'm pretty sure the Fredrin would not be able to stand for longer than 3 seconds with a Carry just hammering him down.
And I think the last pick for Evo is the Florin. The Florin being a really, really good pick. It helps sustain the team as they fight. And honestly, I think the Florin pick is great into Evil's composition, and we'll see whether they're able to pull this game off. All right, boys. This is the 3rd series of today. Asterisk versus Team Evil. Who has the easier composition to execute?
I would say that when it comes down to difficulty, both of them kind of have the same idea as to how easy it is. But technically speaking, when it comes down to battery, because that's Valentina as well. Valentina Valentina and a Carry to work with the Divine Judgment battery. In the meantime, the Carry and the Divine Judgment battery works flawlessly as well. They are pretty much on equal grounds, but maybe Evil might have it a little bit easier thanks to Florin.
Yep. Let's say, ladies and gents, we're going into the Land of Dawn. This is game number 1 between these two, Asterisk and also Team Evil. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, one of these teams will go home. The other one will go up on towards the lower brackets. In the meantime, ladies and gents, Asterisk dropped from the upper brackets this time around. Need to prove that, so FMM taking a little bit of damage. Sailor getting stunned. Concussive Blast actually connected on it, unfortunately, but FMM managed to get out.
Ooh, there's a lot of poke coming out from both teams. Sailor and FMM both being brought very, very, very low. Sailor actually having to recall here, but with the wave cleared, should have enough time for him to get back and not lose out on too much.
One of the things that I technically did miss out a little bit when it comes down to your question, the difficulty part, is definitely going to be Kiwi's point of view, right? Of course, being a skill shot hero, you're going to have to land your shots in order to really reap the rewards. So the moment that Kiwi don't land anything when it comes down to her meteors, then we are just pretty much expecting them to be sitting ducks and waiting for the next refresh, and it's just so that the mage will be able to do anything at all. And to add on to that, we can pretty much be very sure that when it comes down to the EXP lane, Twist does have the lane priority. You will be able to do very well against Bear. So I would say it really also boils down to how Evil want to prioritize all of these lane priority that they have here. Do they want to bring Bear down as much as possible, or do they want to focus on Kiwi, or on the other hand, focus on Chu, despite not needing to do that?
Yeah, that's a really, really good point, but we see a little bit of a skirmish happening at the top. They want to prevent Bear from hitting level 4, but Kiwi smells that out from ages away, so he's able to go and cover his lane, and nothing happens at the top lane.
At least for the side of Evil, they understood that FMM at level 3 is not a threat. You can't really zone anyone as a Kaja at level 3. And even actually at level 4, you can't really zone too much because the Divine Judgment poses no threat. No one can take advantage of it.
Here you go. Black Dragon Form committed. GH right in the middle of the damage coming off from Sailor at the same time. He's actually getting suppressed. First blood given over the side of Asterisk. Nice start on the side right now. Right now looking for more, but Twist will be paying it back. GH going down. Unfortunately, Powerful will be taking the same thing as well. Bear on the other hand picks up another kill. Man, Asterisk. Good start from them, but the turtle has been delayed.
Pretty amazing stuff. I gotta have to say, Evil's Twist, he pretty much have an understanding that he would want to force Kiwi out, but Kiwi really understood that he gonna have to stay a decent area away from Twist. He gonna have to be really far away, and his positioning was pretty much a-okay there to make sure that Twist can't get in. Neither will Powerful be able to get in, and he pretty much stayed alive throughout the entire fight, being one of the most highly threatened heroes in that fight.
Yeah, Kiwi's positioning. This is what Kiwi's about, right? He's about taking these heroes with skill shots, but high damage skill shots, and he lands them. But not only that, he's able to position himself well enough so that he keeps away from the enemy team, right? So that's honestly flawless execution coming out from Kiwi. As we see a turtle fight, maybe breaking out.
Not anytime soon, I gotta have to say. Florian don't have to be there, Nathan doesn't have to be there. With Twist, Sailor as well as Powerful, all three of them is pretty much required for this upcoming turtle take. They didn't have gotten any opportunity to take the turtle a minute before, so this is probably the point in time that they really gotta have to run for it. Powerful is currently at level 5, but the Carmilla is already at level 6, so Powerful already understand that he is one level behind, and he gotta be careful. Okay, never mind. It's pretty much all fair.
Yep, all fair right now. It's time for Bear to jump all the way in. FMM looking for the target. Powerful should be the one. It's going to be the ultimate coming on JH. JH picks up his color bar instead. Not only just that, takes away the turtle. Asterisk will be looking for more right here. Twist, the only one that's standing against Asterisk. And FMM getting let go. Twist down low. JH picks up that kill.
What a resounding victory for the side of Asterisk. This Asterisk looks way more confident than Asterisk that we saw earlier. It seems like Carrot is going to be taken down low, but no kills.
No kills, not only just that. Chu was 1v2, burns the flicker to step forward just a little bit. Evil has to pay a lot of respect over to this guy.
I gotta have to say, when it comes down to the previous fight, we understood that even though we are not exactly looking at the carry and Divine Judgment battery just yet, JH, when it comes down to Carmilla, does definitely deal quite a huge chunk of damage. You gotta have to respect that. All in all, is also because of the concussive blast that this Carmilla have got for his emblem. Every now and then, you're gonna have to expect all these blasts, and the damage gotta have to be a little bit crazy. With the Divine Judgment in check, make sure that all these taunts, as well as these knockups coming in from Fredrin is not gonna be a problem at all, and Carmilla will have free reign throughout the entire battle.
Yeah, having a unchecked Camilla is a little bit terrifying, as she's also 2-1 and 3, by the way. Asterisk with a 2.8k, 2.7k gold lead, and to just push down the turret as well. So the gold lead is going to expand.
Stepping forward, Energy Eruption doesn't connect. Sailor looking to connect the damage onto JH. Kiwi pushes them away. No targets from the side of Team Evil, unfortunately.
This game is really going in favor of Asterisk right now. Asterisk is just chilling. They're looking very confident, and as I was saying, this looks like the regular season Asterisk that we all knew and fell in love with, right? Evil, seems like the book buff isn't quite working out for them.
Like ultimate will be able to catch on to Sailor immediately. Let's delete it. No response coming up Team Evil. Asterisk is just gonna be taking.
You gotta be really careful of the positionings of FMM. Information would be key for Evil to really launch a very successful attack onto Asterisk, as well as clocking onto the timing to make sure that Divine Judgment is off cooldown. So now, this fight without Divine Judgment, how is it be?
Oh, JH landing the retry first. You can see Powerful lets his one instead, missed the timing. He will sacrifice his life for it for nothing. Asterisk right now on a roll instead.
7-1, 3.5k gold, 3.6k gold lead on the side of Asterisk right now. It seems like complete dominance on the side of Asterisk. Team Evil did just take a turret though.
They are trading turrets after all. Chu did manage to successfully bring down the first tier defense turret in the bottom lane and rotated to the northern area just so that they will be able to contest as a full man team for the second turtle. And moving up to the northern side, they already understood that they have went all 5 men in. No one is going to be checking onto Nathan. They might as well just give Nathan the first tier defense turret, but at least with 5 men on top, no one is going to be stopping them taking that first tier defense turret in the top lane. So it's a very good trade for Asterisk and very calculated risk, I might have to say.
Calculated risk is what Asterisk is doing. I mean, look, honestly speaking, right, Asterisk is in full control of this game right now. But I want to look over at Evil's side. What are their win conditions at this point of the game?
For Evil's win condition, they're gonna have to play a little bit more of a turtle position. They do have a pretty strong front line, being powerful, but he doesn't really quite have much gold to work with, work for himself. So at this point in time, due to the fact that they are behind, Powerful can't ever play a Guardian Helm so early. He needs to be the one that holds on to the position and really just holds on for his team, while Yu Zhong dives over the back line and leave the rest over to the Valentina. Despite Valentina only stealing the Divine Judgment, he still can whip out a lot of damage. All in all, Evil needs to drag to the late stages of the game. The Florin will come in to work very well in battery with Yu Zhong. So Yu Zhong has to be our win condition in the mid stages of the game. As long as this guy gets the farm, as long as this guy gets a split push and kills, there could be a stronger opportunity for Evil to consistently get themselves triple kills in order to drag the game longer.
Asterisk has recognized that they do not want to drag out this game. They are on time every single time for every single objective so far. Lord being taken down right now by JH. With Asterisk just at the rest of his team is at his flanks. Powerful may get caught out here, but no, Ops to just back off, and it's going to be a free Lord on the side of Asterisk. Asterisk once again looking extremely strong.
There's not much of a deal that they can do, right? JH is at level 11 and Powerful at level 9. The moment you go in to try to contest for the Lord, you are essentially just throwing your whatever lead that you have, which is non-existent, to become even bigger. And that is just not going to be contributing to your cause. The only thing that you can do right now is to hide behind your inhibitor turrets and just hope that Asterisk just constantly shove the wave out and unable to find a way to close out the game. This way, the goal will eventually be funneled over to Nathan as well as the Yu Zhong, the main two heroes that will be the win condition of Evil.
Yeah, right now we see Nathan at level 11 matching to carry 0-0-0, though no kills, but he has been farming up a storm. Curious to see what item he's at right now. My guess, 10 minutes into the game should be at 2 items, hopefully. If not, right now there's a Lord that's knocking on the door of Team Evil, and Team Evil may not be able to answer this.
I do appreciate the fact that Sayla have rotated away from taking the Divine Judgment into taking the Curse of Blood. They now prioritize a lot more on the team fight and hoping that they will be able to take full advantage of their splash radius, because we are looking at Nathan, right? The moment that Nathan just hits whoever that has Curse of Blood and whoever that is collateral damage, it is essentially just multiplying the damage over and over again. So with the Curse of Blood and the Nathan, I do want to see what kind of interaction and how much damage that could potentially deliver over to Asterisk.
That is true, but the question is Asterisk going to let a fight like that happen? You know, the thing of the Kaja is that you're able to go in and pick and choose your fights when you want it, right? So the thing is, if Evil just doesn't get to choose their own fights, I'm not sure if a scenario like that will ever happen.
They are not exactly a team that might be really good at pickoff, especially since they are behind. If Powerful still is on curve, then I can understand why. I mean, I can understand that they would want to still do a couple of pickoffs. They are lacking of damage right now, so the best thing that they have for themselves is really boils down to play for team fight and just ensure that JS gets most of the farm, or perhaps even Twist.
Yeah, well, look, it seems like they've heard what you want, what message you're trying to tell them, right? Turtle up, play safe. Hopefully that Nathan and the Yu Zhong can pop off. All 5 of them are in the base. They do not feel safe to step even out. I mean, look,
it's when Powerful is at level 15, and that situation would probably only come on around 14 to 16 minutes in. It really depends on how rough the waves are pushed by Asterisk. But as you can see, it seems like they are holding the waves pretty nicely. They're forcing Evil to get out of their safety net just so that they can get a single wave of farm as a 4-man team.
That's crazy, man. I mean, look at that. And by doing that, right, Astros once again is taking a free Lord, or almost non-contested Lord. But we see Evil making their way down here. Hopefully, maybe, finding an angle for them to take the fight.
I
To
don't
contest
think
for
they will
this
be
one
able
though.
I don't think that they will be able to contest for this.
Yeah, I agree.
This is the probability. What they're doing right now is more of just kind of scouting out the area to really look out for all of these rushes as a guise of trying to contest for the Lord. It at least puts some time onto Asterisk's hand and force them to be a little bit more cautious. And during this moment in time, give the two main damage dealers some farm. As you can see from Nathan as well as Yuzhong, they are traveling together because both of them needs EXP, both of them needs gold. The moment that Powerful steps out like that, it is not a free Lord anymore. There is still some level of threat where the Lord could still be taken, and during that point in time where Asterisk feels anxious, Evil takes the farm.
It's your play happening right now. Twist going to be going into the Black Dragon form, but just a little bit too slow. Right here, second level damage. Jason right now picks out FMM. Twist jumps in, Petrify, catching 3, 2. On the other hand, has to run for the heals. Man, nice stun coming out of Raven's Warrior, but Asterisk has secured the Lord, but in exchange for FMM.
Wow, okay, so Evil managed to take something from that Lord, right? They were able to take the kill on FMM, and guess what, guys? Evil looks like it's still in the game, right? It was thanks to the good positioning of Twist, thanks to the damage output that Jason was able to do. We do see some signs of life coming out from Evil, and that's a good thing for them at this point.
Absolutely worth it. At this point in time, they don't even have to contest for the Lord. They just need to make Asterisk feel anxious and slowly get themselves some more farm. Yes, indeed, Asterisk did manage to increase the gold gap a little bit more at this point in time, 7,500 gold. But the main thing is, Evil will want to reach the gold cap. Once they reach the gold cap, they don't even have to care about the gaps anymore.
Damage starts to land. Powerful getting stunned up just a little bit. The Lord is still cleaving onto the minions instead. Members of Evil are just racing for the impact, and he will be served. Evil, that's going to be a half HP gone, just living on a quarter HP for the top side turret. Evil braces on for the impact from Asterisk.
A relentless push from the side of Asterisk. Asterisk with, the Lord is going to be spawning in 97 seconds at this point.
Okay, here we go again. That's going to be Twist looking for the backline right here. True will be the main target. The Praise's Wrath will not be able to connect anything at all. Twist pushes the member of Asterisk, but Asterisk still does the damage up top.
Manages to secure one turret as I was speaking. Asterisk is going to just keep doing this, right? They're going to rotate from top to mid to bot.
So
That's
textbook.
Yeah, it's textbook. But the thing is that it's why change anything that works?
It's going to be an endless cycle, unfortunately. It takes time.
Feels like we've been here, Abstract.
Oh, deja vu.
It just feels like game 1 of the previous series, guys. We're in for a long game.
But I feel like Asterisk is actually at least performing better as compared to the first series, right? I really see why Asterisk really went for JH on this Carmilla. The ultimate, you can see the amount of zoning he was just able to do in order for Asterisk to just knock on Evil's door and then they take whatever they want. If Twist didn't use the Black Dragon form earlier to kind of shove Asterisk away, I feel like Asterisk would just take even more, deal more damage against Evil.
The game would have ended.
Decisiveness.
Sure.
I guess that's probably one of the things that we can look out for. But, okay, we're looking at about 16 minutes into the game. And Powerful is still at level 13. So they are, for the side of Evil, they are not exactly putting Powerful as one of the main priorities to get level 15. And do note that level 15 is important because that way, both junglers will have the same amount of retribution damage. And that's the only time that Evil can possibly contest for the Lord. Unless Asterisk whiffs. That's probably the only time that Evil could possibly take Lord away for this one.
But this is JH that we're talking about.
This is JH, indeed. So that's not possible. Or is it?
Right now.
Well, we'll find out really soon. We see the Lord being started up on the side of Asterisk JH. Tanking the Lord with the rest of the Asterisk members on the flank. Potentially we're gonna see that big team fight that we're talking about.
No information scattered by Team Evil just yet. Don't forget, Kiwi could just push a button and instantly reviews everybody. But that kind of also reveals where he is. Team Evil just plays around the Lord Pit right here, but then I'm not too sure. It's like what you said, Abstract. Decisiveness. What does Team Evil want to do?
To be fair, Team Evil don't need to do anything here. They just need to make Asterisk feel anxious. Like, they jolly well know that they can't take the Lord. They just open up the map a little bit, buy a little bit more time, clear out the wave minions, and that's pretty much all. While Asterisk, they still gotta have to be real careful, because less threat doesn't mean no threat. Evil can still come up with completely randomly and get
Okay,
killed.
that's going to be FMM. That's going to be Divine Judgment. True will be shred immediately. Powerful is already gone. JC's jump into the ultimate, but he gets suppressed. He has to slow just a little bit, but it is going to be the Lord. Give it over to the side of Asterisk for now. Evil will be taking a lot of damage from the side of Asterisk, and one by one, they will fall. Twist will be the only one left, apart from Karen, just trying to slow it down. But Asterisk, 3 members left with the Lord in tow right here. They're looking for the end.
Minions are banging on the doors of Team Evil right now. It seems that even Carrot will be going down really soon.
way.
Minions hitting the crystal. Game looks like it's all but over. And game 1 goes to Asterisk.
Game 1 decisively goes over to Asterisk. Team Evil, where is the playoff buff? Where is the fight? I think that's what the fans technically demand from Team Evil right now.